Well, welcome to the morning meeting, Building JM. My name is Jimmy, and I am founder of Jomboy Media.
That's a good start.
Oh, like I'm on a panel of some stupid shit.
Yeah, this is a panel meeting.
Oh, boy. And this is Matty Mass, and he is... What's your title?
Content editing and productions manager
Hell yeah.
at Jomboy Media.
The Sepum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trev might be joining us. I invited him when he gets to the warehouse to join us, and then I'll probably be there. My Osmo's on low battery, but I'm pretty close, and there's no traffic, so this should just to get us going a little bit. And if you have any questions or topics to feed me, Matty, because I'm not looking at any notes or didn't fully think through here. And if the chat has any questions, if you could let me know.
Well, we normally kick this off by saying hello to a few people. So, hello, everybody in the chat. Feel free to send any questions that you have. But what's up to Julia, Vanrod, Mike, Abigail, Mr. Mittens, Grunks, Frisk, Abigail, Nick, Evie Lizard, T-Nerb.
Nice.
Shay Lars.
Where's our one guy?
Right now. Huh?
Where's that one guy I'm blanking on his name.
Oh, Fayal?
Not Faye.
Just kidding.
No.
I know.
I'm stopped right now, so I'm trying to look. It doesn't give you just like a list of people.
Yeah, no.
But whatever.
All right, so Yorgi in the chat said this Korea-Japan game is lightning. Have you watched any WBC?
No, it's all on while I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I've been going to sleep early. Well, actually, last night I didn't go to sleep early, but I've been pretty tuned out. Like, as soon as I get home from these long days at the warehouse, one, I'm pretty, like, physically and mentally beat up. But I get home, I take care of, like, try to take over with James, because Katie's got a little bit of a cold, and, you know, give him a bath, get him to bed, and then do the dishes, or take the garbage out, or whatever I can around the house. And then by the time that's gone, I'm so tired.
Yeah.
And the warehouse is like a no real life zone when we film these things, so I'm not really connected to the outside world. I want to catch up, and they're trying to get me footage so I can do some breakdowns on them and stuff, which I hope I get the chance to. But I haven't. I plan on tuning in when they're in my time zone and we're not on set all day.
Yeah, me too. I literally said the same thing to the Uber driver on the way here. He was asking me about who Arsenal was playing this weekend, which is something I usually know. And I said, to be honest, man, I have no idea what's happening in any place except where you're driving me.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. I don't know.
Yeah, like I didn't have my phone on me yesterday at all. And then it was dead, so it didn't turn on halfway through the drive. And it's probably not good, but whatever. But yeah, for anyone interested, I know that obviously on this show we talked a lot about the prep for Blitzball Battle 3 filming. And also, it doesn't get released until May, so it's a little bit of annoying to promote it and like tease you guys. But I'd say it's going well. I'd say that day one went exceptionally well, and the best day one we've ever had. We had a lot of downtime, and we didn't pivot the schedule. Usually if we like end a game early, we're like, let's move everything up. But that kind of rushes everyone, and it's such a big production right now, so we didn't do that. Day two went long because one game went particularly long. So I think the end of day two got a little like people wanted to get out of there, which is understandable. It's a long ass day, but I don't think the content suffered for it. I just think it wasn't as like hell yeah as the end of day one.
Yeah, I feel that.
But I mean, and again, I don't want to tease the talking points and moments we've had in the first 8 games are some are going to be loud.
There are a few loud ones. Bobby Skinner asked who's currently winning, if you want to let him know that.
No, I signed an NDA.
Right. Jimmy signed an NDA otherwise.
Actually, I didn't sign it. Did you sign it, Matty?
Yeah, I signed it, and I was also the one facilitating the signing. So I do know that you and Jake did not sign one.
Yeah. Are we the only two?
Yes.
All right. So I can't give anything away.
Yes.
All I can say is day 3 is now a lighter day. There's only a lighter day for the crew and the broadcast booth. The players are filming a bunch of short form promotional media day videos at like 8:30, 9 o'clock this morning, and then we resume games. 3 games, 11, 2, and 4.
Yep. So
did you see the video I sent last night? Did you see the video I just sent in the Slack of Moylan?
No, I'll open Slack right now. Where? Well, I see.
Warehouse. Well, I like in the film industry they call them dailies. So like, what did you film that day? And a lot of times in the film industry, you have to edit together dailies and send them to like the production company so they can approve. They can say we like what you're doing. Also, you can use them as a tool to show the crew like, hey, this is. I know it seems weird on set, but this is what the final picture's gonna look like. And I always like doing that.
Right.
I think I've always done that for like everything where I'll ask the crew up in the loft, like, can you give me the files for just like one of these games so I can build together like a final package of one of these moments with all the mics and all the cameras. So I only have one game, and last night I was just like, it's like I was so tired that I can't like focus on something that matters. So these are easy because they're just like, well, this is just for 10 people to see. But the amount of moments, like I think not viral, but I think like moments that we could put on social media and they don't need to be watching the games, and it's just like funny and cool. It was for one game. It was like I found 4 of them. And then Moylan is just like a little kid in the booth, man. Like, I don't know, when we get closer, I'll put that little video. I just did a minute-long video of just Moylan, and he's just giggling, saying hilarious stuff, singing, just like so excited about all of it. It's really good. Yeah. He how many like times he's just like giggling?
Yeah. I in Slack it like transcribes what the person is saying, and his starts with, "Oh, I love this. I fucking love this." Yeah.
He does, and that's what he said all Blitzball Battle 2. He was like, "Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing." He was super into it because that was his first time like being part of it, and I think having just the 2-man booth and not a third is helping them build like a rapport. And also the booth camera looks so much better, and their outfits look so much better. Like, I don't know, I just feel like the promotional clips of those, like that video, people are going to see that and be like, you'd think it was a professional broadcast because you just see the broadcast. You don't see what they're watching.
Right.
Does that make sense? Like, I think if that got retweeted onto other people's timelines, it just looks much more polished than sharing the original when it looks like roses in a shitty warehouse. And it is still like a warehouse. It's just kind of cool now. Whatever. But I was laughing my ass off. And then there's another like really funny moment. Oh shit, I just put my phone in my pocket, and that's the amp. I'm here, I'm parking, I'm leaving. But also this, the Osmo's on red. So I'm just going to cut that. You're going to lose my video as I walk into the warehouse. Yeah, I cut that Osmo. Okay, guys. Well, I think Trev's going to come join us. We asked him to chat about the other end. So if you have any questions for Trev about, I don't know, joining Jomboy Media, being part of this all, you can save those up, and I can remember them and see if he's coming. I'll text him right now.
In the meantime, two of our friends were discussing Nicky's jersey choice because he went with Clemson's colorish scheme.
Yeah.
So Frisk said, you could scroll up. Frisk said, was surprised that Nicky went with Clemson. And then number one blitzball player in the world, Adam Knudsen, said that Nicky's doing the full-blown college tour.
Yeah. What's up, Adam? Adam was on a fucking different level with blitzball. His curveball doesn't have the shape of a curveball, and it still makes me mad. But thanks for joining, Adam. Nicky, yeah, they went. So, like, they were Alabama Blitzball Battle 2. They're Clemson this time. A lot of it is, well, I don't know. Maybe Nicky just chose Clemson on his own because it was like another college. But also, I know different colors are really our graphics team likes different colors. Like McFlurry was asked why McFlurry Power is like purple. And he was like, well, I don't know. I just got assigned to me. And I'm like, yeah, because everyone in office is a shade of blue. Like me and Jake wanted that teal or aqua or turquoise. And we got Ice is light blue. And Pinstripe Strong is Yankee blue. Shea Station, like the Mets had blue back then. So like anybody that could get different colors got different colors. So I don't know if he was asked, hey, what's a color scheme that's different that you would like? Or he just requested it. But I do know that these color schemes for the teams and jerseys are going to stay the same for Blitzball Battle 4. What are you smiling at?
Feels short as hell.
Yeah, these bikes are... Sometimes I put it down on my body like this and then tilt it up, and it feels more normal. But because we got like the warm-ups now and jerseys, and the warm-ups are really nice, and... if we do Blitzball Battle 4 filming in September like planned, I'm not going to buy all. Like, I want to be able to reuse some of this gear. So I told him, like, this is. And also, I think for the fans, it's better if it's not constantly changing, like, complete color schemes. So he's kind of stuck there. Roll Tide Lovias were the shit. I did really like the Lovias jerseys.
Anybody else ask any questions?
I'm scrolling through. Question for you, Maddie. What are your top priorities in prepping a big production like Blitzball Battle?
I mean, first and foremost, and it's probably the same for all of the producers or editors, is making sure that your other workload is done before you walk in. So for me, it was ensuring that everything else I had after Tuesday was scheduled for the whole week, which was nice. All I was doing here during lunch was making the Como Challenger Series thumbnails. So that's first and foremost, just to ease everything this week. And then tournament-wise...
you have a pretty big role.
Yeah, so, I mean, this tournament was a lot of preparation for the pre- and post-game shows and creating outlines and sheets so that not only the booth, but also Zach and I and anybody else that's involved in the pre- and post-game show, including the players when they get interviewed, have as seamless of a process as possible. So specifically to this Blitzball Battle, that was mine. And then otherwise, it's just ensuring that all the other editors who now turn into production assistants know their role and feel comfortable and happy in that role. I know during Blitzball 2, people weren't thrilled that they were like assigned to the same role every game, which is important because we like to run the crew or the squad that has the most reps at that position during these huge franchise events.
For like lack of a better phrase, like the A team.
Yeah.
During the big ones, and then use the Challenger Series and training sessions for other people to get run on other devices. Like, okay, so Ronnie is one of our best switchers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's actually, I like showing off Ronnie's work. I was doing that yesterday. Like, his live cut The goal is to get to the point where the post edit doesn't take 6 weeks, and we
Yeah.
can spin these out quicker, and then eventually be able to do some live. But you got to just a lot of practice, and figure out how much we give up versus be good. But anyway, Ronnie, like if there's a swing and it's a foul ball and the ball doesn't go forward in play, he doesn't switch to the opposite view. But if the ball is put in play, he switches to the behind the batter cam to see where the ball goes, and he's like doesn't get tricked. It's very impressive. So anyway, so Ronnie does the big ones right now, but during Challenger Series and other events, we have people like practice a lot so that eventually Ronnie doesn't have to do all of them.
Yeah, and also Tom was working on compound during Game 3 yesterday, so there, I believe Ronnie was directing rather than switching. So I think that the Challenger Series, the training series, when they're there practicing, has gotten them to a point that they're able to switch roles at least once a day and feel happy about that. But yeah, those are kind of like the responsibilities. And then, it's just making sure the warehouse is good. So I spent a few days in the warehouse painting and doing stuff like that. And Sam and I kind of just make sure everything's good to go. And really, that's just me following Sam's lead. I don't want to take any of the credit of true decision making there.
Yeah, Sam is much more like project manager of these things. But yeah, the pre and post game shows are a whole new beast that we're doing. You know what? If we have time, you should have Kelsey. If we do another morning, just so we can get compliments. Kelsey's so complimentary and so is Rose, but of the procedure, or like what they have to, like, how am I trying to frame this? Like all the stat packets we have and the information we have and how good it looks. Like she's like, this is like the best broadcast, or not best, like I forget her terms, but she's because I don't know. I'm like, well, I don't know. I've never worked for another sports broadcast. I have no idea what to compare this to. Just trying to do what we think is best.
I think a lot of the time she takes her own notes, and we're kind of taking or alleviating that pressure off of her. And she still is taking notes during every game, but I think she feels relieved that it's not solely reliant on her, which maybe is different than the norm, but
yeah. Even the cameras and all that looks so good.
Yeah, everything looks great.
I can play the audio of Peter. There's no spoilers. And it's just for
Nice.
it's just for the morning meeting crowd, which is they're in on the secret.
They're in on the
It's
secret.
a small
Congrats.
crew of secret knowers. Listen to the audio of Peter having the time of his life.
Oh, I love this. I fucking love this. And I'm never giving in. Pay attention to the backseas and the broken heart. Ba-na-na-na-na. You look like a tool. Hold on, we're talking tunneling right here? Doesn't feel real. That doesn't feel real, I'll be honest with you. Welcome to paradise. Just get that over there. Oh my God.
We head to the bottom of the first.
Wow. Oh, hello. Oh! Well, fuck me then. I'm gonna go eat my canned chicken. Oh! Just hope everybody has a good time.
A huge
Curveball? Curveball? I don't have anything on the list. Curveball? What are we talking about? Hey! Oh, that's a good, it's a ballsy take too. Oh, you got him! Drama. What drama? Oh! Oh my God. It's more of a get the fuck away from me than a let's get together. Make a play, bitch.
It's so good. I mean, it's just one game. I could probably do a Peter reel of every game.
Yeah,
He's just having so much fun. Rose too. I mean, everyone, but yeah, it's awesome.
I did hear from, I forget who, somebody said that you had a funny video of me.
I don't think so.
Okay. Somebody said that.
Oh, your reaction to something that happened is awesome. You're just into it. I like when the crew is reacting like fans.
Yeah.
I actually prefer that. I think on some places they'd say, you know, blah, blah. Like Dre's running the camera, but sometimes he's just like cheering.
He's laughing.
And I like that. Mm-hmm. Or our umps.
Yeah. Kyle's good at,
Yeah.
but Kevin lets it go a little.
Yeah. What computers do y'all use for the actual podcast recording and production? Says Normal Dog. Computers. Whatever computer. I don't know. What computers do y'all use for the podcast?
I mean, if we're talking the studio computers, we're probably the two wrong people to ask.
I don't know what computers those are.
But
I mean, like, what programs, I guess? I mean,
we could say that.
Streamlabs, we use, but we don't even stream anymore, so I don't think we need to use Streamlabs, but we do use just to build the background. But if we're remote, like, Trev just zooms in, and we just grab his screen and put it on the stream or record it so we can edit it 3 different ways. Like right now, we have 2 mics going into a Rodecaster, and the Maddie's computer is getting the video on Zoom.
And we used an Osmo in the car.
And I used an Osmo in the car. That's going to be shaky. So I mean, you can be pretty bare bones still, or you can be really established. But the fact that we're not going live that much anymore is going to help us out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what computer they like built a computer that has a bunch of camera inputs, but you don't need that unless you're doing like a 4-camera show where you want someone to switch it. And when we were live, BBD had to switch it, and we had to have all the cameras in. So
yeah, I mean, when Trev comes here, I just planned on. That's why I moved the table. I just put my thing over there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm also of like the philosophy that as long as it's recording, like it doesn't have to.
Audio is way more important than video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Someone said, did y'all settle on an organist for the battles? I know y'all found that sick organ on side of the road. Yeah, Jimmy, the organist, has been here. He's here all 5 days. Everyone got custom walk-up songs that he learned how to play on the organ. The first game, I didn't really notice mine. I was too locked in. But then I noticed people singing it after the game. Second game, I was walking to the plate, and I heard it, and then I started singing along, and then I couldn't get it out of my head, which I kind of liked.
That's good. I just don't think that I recognize people's songs. I think I recognize Trev's, and that's it.
He's playing Drake. He's playing like Avicii, like on the organ, though, so it's hard. But he's only done one song for me, I think. I requested the John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name, too. Because then I want the whole crowd, whenever we go out, people always shout, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. And then everyone in the whole warehouse, da-da-da-da-da-da.
That would be funny.
It would be good. But you can't, like, make it out. But my other one is Black Parade.
So this is one of those instances that he's playing it, I'm sure, and I got no idea.
I didn't hear it. I heard people sing along, and then I was like, when I was a young boy.
Oh, that's that song.
Yeah. My father. It's my karaoke song. Crying, just crocodile tears, screaming at a karaoke bar.
Burning Up for me. Do you know that song?
Ooh, no.
Jonas Brothers.
Year 3000 or bust.
Okay.
Have you all considered open tryouts for Blitzball Battle? No. No. You run into some scary scenarios there. Some people can't do the compete as hard as you can without being an asshole.
Yeah.
Compete as hard as you can. Try to be entertaining in like serious compete. Like sometimes myself or like Jack Doyle or some others, like the entertainment is like, we're not trying to be entertaining. We're just trying to win right now. And I do think there's an element. And then there's other times where I've had games where I'm like being super silly, and Jack is obviously very silly. And then you have people like Nikki and Jake who are good at entertaining and competing at the same time. Like they can always do both. But No, I don't think we're not open tryouts to be part of like Blitzball Battle. Like I'd love to have feeder programs. Like I'd love to have like Como Blitzballs here from their league, and if we did like I don't know, like a bunch of the leagues got a little like tournament that Jake and I called here, and we like live streamed it, and the winner got to go. But we'd have to just get bigger and have more time on our hands and all that.
Yeah, it's a matter of just time at this point.
And hopefully it keeps growing and we keep going, and we are going to keep going. Like we're gonna, if this year it doesn't like grow, it's not like we're gonna stop, because we are gonna. Mm-hmm. I do think there's like some magic here that we just need to keep going and spinning and growing. And Dan was comparing it to the barracks. You know, if you know that skateboard like warehouse, that they're just small, and then it blew up.
What's that skateboarder's name that did like a show?
Rob Dyrdek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
No.
Oh.
But he's like entrepreneur, billionaire.
But that was a warehouse.
Fantasy Factory?
Yeah.
Yeah. They'd made it really nice. We still have ours like a warehouse. What was I getting to there? So like open tryouts. So like I'd love to do more stuff. Like obviously for our last episode I gave away some of my ideas, and they can just go on, which is fun. And in 6 weeks we're recording Ball and Play League. Mm-hmm. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Zach and Maddie missed their calling as live game producers, said Paxton.
Thanks.
Sounds like you're more line producer, Maddie. Yeah, there's a lot of different words for producers and stuff. Producer is just kind of like he does stuff, and then there's words around it in the industry. Because like production assistant, a producer could be the most important person or the least important person on the lot, depending on the words that are before and after it.
Yeah, I have no idea what a line producer is. I would describe my role as just doing what's necessary here. I pick up the balls. I did the laundry. Like, it doesn't really matter.
No, but we don't want you to do that. That's not.
Well, that's what you say. I want to do that.
Short. Yeah, what would you be doing? You are like, you're like an assistant director of like the whole thing. I don't know. Whatever. We call you pregame show director.
I make good content.
Yeah. Your connection is bad. Audio cutting in and out. Damn.
Is the Wi-Fi on? Shut it off if it is.
It's not on.
Son of a bitch.
And I was way up in the chat.
Oh, shit.
God damn.
How long is it? Is everybody saying it? Is it still bad?
I don't know.
Oh,
is it still bad, guys? I was up in the chat. It sounds like it's been fixed for a while.
Okay, good.
All right,
good,
thanks.
Thanks.
It sounds like it was bad before we showed the Moylan video. Maddie, has Jimmy heard the story about how YouTube thought Girls' Room was hijacked?
How does anybody else know?
No, Paxton.
Oh. I was like, oh my God. Have you?
No. What do you mean by hijacked? They thought like hackers got it, like what happened to Foolish Baseball?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're giving us the channel back.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's nice, which they said they're not doing before.
That's awesome.
Yeah, awesome. But they said it's because it looks like all of your infringement came after the channel was hijacked. And so we're giving you the channel back.
That's great.
Yeah.
With videos back?
Yeah, but we have to take them down and re-upload them. I don't think that we should keep them up if they say the Girls' Room.
You can put a blur.
In YouTube?
Yeah,
okay.
In YouTube Studio. It's going to take a day to process because YouTube Studio but whatever.
Yeah, no.
That's great news.
Yeah, no, it's awesome news.
Thank you to the hijackers.
Thank you, hijackers.
Thank you, hijackers.
When Paxton kept sending them all the raw files and they kept uploading them for us, we thank you.
Friss said, be funny to have more mic'd up compilation moments like this for the players. Yeah, the post-game show for Blitzball Battle 2, we did like extra mic'd up montages, but I do think for socials we should because we have it.
Yeah.
And the new editing schedule is going to allow, hopefully, for more like promotion like that. I think I need to sit down with whoever's editing the promotional clips and just like for a session, just like that's how I do this. That's how I do this. Because I love it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where my brain, if I was still just working, that's where my brain works best.
Yeah.
Is like sample social clips, which is what I how I grew the whole fucking account and the whole company at first was doing that for Yankees games. Like, how do you boil this down to the best little 30-second social clip?
What else are the people saying?
It would be physically draining to be Moylan for a day. Some questions for Trev that I'll remember here.
Okay.
We don't get enough Moylan. I love it. He's working a lot this summer for the Braves. I'm very excited.
Did he show you his schedule?
Yeah, it's
Holy
crazy.
cow.
It's crazy. That's awesome for him.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to try and get him back to the warehouse or something because he just loves it, man.
Yeah.
He fits the vibe so well.
You see him throwing?
No, he told me he threw a little. He's never really been able to throw.
Well, he doesn't like it.
Yeah. It was good?
No, it was fine. I mean, he's an MLB pitcher, so.
Yeah.
But I think that he's seeing it and
Wants to play?
possible.
No way, because he's got to hit.
The
too.
thought has crossed his mind.
Oh, okay.
He's not here, but
Okay. Who is here?
I can't tell who the hell
I can't
anybody
tell who anyone
is.
is out there.
I mean, that's Aaron's and his wife.
Yes, that's who that is.
Who's that?
That's
Como kid?
That's Como Collins.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Zoe?
So, someone left a mean comment on Morning YouTube.
I read
You
that.
saw that?
Yeah.
They really were mean.
Very mean.
They said, what did they say?
Views are
like,
dire.
What's that?
Your views here are dire.
Yeah, which is true. We know that this
Yeah,
show
we
doesn't
know.
get a ton of.
It's not why we're doing it.
But it does get the podcast listens and people on app and all that. But whatever, it's not why we're doing it. It's not to be the huge show. But then he said, "Stay off talking baseball."
Yeah. He said, just Trev and Jake, please.
A lot of people like the players only apps. Every Friday will be players only. I'm not going to be on the Friday apps anymore.
What did you mean there by players only?
They call those episodes with just Jake and Trev players only.
Oh.
And they call episodes with me and Trev owners only, or front office only. Trev's a player owner, I guess.
Right. Right.
Hear me out, Jimmy. Me and Jolly, BB4, lots of people missing Jolly. Lots of people missing Jolly. What's that? Adam.
Oh.
Best pitcher.
Context was good.
Yeah, it's a tough decision. I felt bad. I told Jolly. He's got a very important role for this one. He is itching to play, and he's going to be in a Challenger Series coming up. Jolly can hit. But the biggest thing I wanted to get away from was, walks. And Jolly pitching has trouble finding the zone. And since we did the rule where everybody has to pitch every game, Joe's also can't get outs, but he doesn't walk a lot of people. So I wanted to get away from those 20 balls in a row, which, you still have people lose the zone and throw a lot of balls. But I told Jolly that. And Zoe has been in the fucking lab working on his pitching like crazy.
Yeah, no, he's...
And Joe's hasn't gotten out, but he gets balls in play. So that was it. And Jolly knows that. And he's going to be part of a ton of warehouse stuff, and he can be part of it in the future. But yeah.
I hear a Trevor Plouffe.
Any update on Ramp being re-upped? No, they're chatting. What's up, Trev? I got so much info for you. Trev's here. You want to change this so he's in the shot?
Yeah.
How was your commute?
Well, I rode with Joe, so it was an adventure.
With who?
Joe's.
He drove?
Yes.
That's like New York City driving. He's Bronx, born and raised.
It wasn't him that was bad.
Okay.
It was, getting the car at the valet
Yeah.
at the hotel. We were riding the elevator down as the guy was bringing the keys up.
Oh.
So then Joe's went back up and the guy came
That's
down.
hilarious.
Yeah, a couple different times.
Dummy lever situation.
Yeah, man.
We had the chat going, and they got some questions. And Maddie's there. Now I'm filming on the behind the scenes.
Yeah, there's Maddie and there's me.
Cold up here.
I think it feels great.
Hopefully they should run the heat for a little bit.
Okay.
Just for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then turn it off.
I prefer this over sweaty.
Oh yeah, fuck
Warehouse.
that. I keep asking did we get AC in the summer?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, kind of. We don't know if it's gonna work.
Blitzball's not bad, but floorball and all that stuff that was almost.
Well, remember in August, Blitzball, you were had to wipe your hand.
Yeah,
It was
that's
bad
true.
for the crew. They were so
Oh yeah, up
sweaty.
here was bad.
It was so bad. Yeah. This is better. I'd rather this. But We won't even Blitzball. Hopefully, we're like in a different place in September.
What do you mean?
Do you know that in September we're filming Blitzball Battle 4, and I want to do it here with a live audience at like a low lift live audience shoot. So the LA isn't the first time. So it's like at a middle school, elementary, like high school, like gym. And
So not warehouse, but in New York somewhere.
Locally, New Jersey or New York, because I think we can mix it because it's September, which is our most popular month. So we can mix it with like a Talkin Yanks meet and greet, a Talkin baseball meet and greet, a little like chat. I think people will come for that and then watch the games. And then we can show advertisers, because if you can, that's what I've learned. If you can show advertisers, people will physically like buy tickets for whatever price and show up. Then the belief in like, oh, this is real.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people can get internet views, but not a lot of people can put butts in seats.
Sure.
So before we do the huge LA one, I was like, seems like an easier lift. We can just take the equipment from here, put it in our van, drive it to a place. You get like a high school gym or a convention center. But if 100 people come, then the bottom is 100. And then also if you can just, there's no limit. You can just keep selling. So that's the plan.
I think you mentioned the live audience. When Sam and I were looking for Blitzball LA last year when it didn't happen, we came up with the idea of like the high schools being good for us because we can do those anywhere, because everywhere has high schools. Not everywhere has like good enough facilities. Yeah. So.
And the LA event center that Sam has, we would only be able to shoot for 2 days, and you can't do a full Blitzball battle. We would have to make it like a.
Is she done with that one? Because the one that she sent me,
I think we might have put it in pause. It's really, really expensive.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a classic venue.
I know.
It's
it's really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
But
it looked good, like all this, because they've done some stuff there before, like
they've done sports stuff there.
Yes.
Yeah. But 2 days, we would have to make it some blend of like barnstorming event. Yeah. Like if we got MLB players play, maybe we were thinking like 4 teams of 5, so all of our crew can play, and then you sprinkle some like lesser, like we only need 5 MLB players, and you do like a little like mini thing, and it's not a Blitzball battle.
I like it.
Want to see the most top 25 viewed podcast episodes for January?
Sure. Scoot over.
I read these reports on this show now. Okay. Talkin Baseball has the 1 through 9. That's good. Yeah. That's good for us. Yeah. So these are things that have like podcast only, like audio only, and a video component, and it combines all of them. But yeah, so winners and losers at the MLB offseason was the number 1 podcast in January.
Interesting.
Talkin Yanks got the number 10 spot. Yankees opening day left fielder. We figured out the Yankees opening day left fielder's name of the episode. Yeah, Ortega. Perfect. Not going to come true. That was a funny episode, though. We called Hap in the middle. We're like, hey, what's Ortega about? Baseball today, number 11.
That's wild. Which one is that?
What will happen with Trevor Bauer?
Oh, wow.
Wild
topic.
Dropped it. We dropped it. You guys went after it there. And then, let's see, then Talkin Yanks 12, Baseball Today 13. Talkin Giants gets in the top 20. That's awesome for them. Giants-Vikings game. It's a big one in January. And then the Compound got in the number 21.
Nice.
Tough to beat Talkin Baseball.
Tough to beat Talkin Baseball. We've grown an audience over some years for sure.
Yeah. And then the next slide we have here is videos, so no audio, just video only component. And look at this. Number 1 of the month. And January is our most down month always, and even a little more down this year in some aspects than usual. But things you missed. Me, Dalton,
I like that.
Andrew, number 1. That's great. I don't think I've ever gotten a number 1. We don't count breakdowns. Otherwise I would. But
yeah, you would get them all.
Jolly Olive bumped him to number 2. The Cy Young winner who became the worst pitcher in MLB. Tough title, huh?
That is a tough title. Cy Young winner.
Who became the worst pitcher in MLB.
Ouch, dude. Can I guess who that is? I can't see the thumbnail.
Yeah, I mean, you might stumble into being even meaner than...
Oh, yeah, you're right. Cy Young pitcher who became the worst pitcher in baseball. Gosh, that's a tough one.
I mean, it's Keuchel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Things you missed got the number 3. That's cool. Brewers just got robbed by a fan. Weekly Dumb with the 4 and 5, and then Warehouse Training. Warehouse Training getting up there. That's cool. But yeah, down month. And Ice isn't there because they lost a lot of their footage. They had to go to NASCAR. They had a tough
They lost footage?
Yeah, they lost a hard drive of 4 weeks of footage.
That's really tough.
Really, really shitty. Top 10 highest YouTube shorts. All We Get Ice, because they are fucking masters at that.
Crushing.
That's what we're doing today, and they helped prep.
The
So today,
stuff we're doing in the morning?
Stuff we're doing in the morning is all YouTube shorts or TikToks or short film social media clips that are designed to be. That's Zoe's whole thing, is you can't just film a game and then take a clip from it and think that's going to automatically do well. They can do well, but the best things that do well on short form are things that you film for short form.
Yes.
So I said, all right, help us. And this helps sales too, because now instead of sponsoring all the games, the pre and post, now you get all our social push, which is our biggest thing. Mm-hmm. So Taylor Jackson has a clipboard, and we're filming today, tomorrow. We're doing pictures today too for BD Day. But we have like ideas. You know those Loser Island things we did?
Yes.
They do really well.
Yes, because people like short competitions like that.
And so I think we're doing a lot of those today, but we're going to have to be
all before the games? Mm-hmm. Oh, baby.
It's like an hour and a half. So I think there's 4 that we're going to do. And then in between the games, there will be more questions, like the whiteboard stuff.
You want to tell people what they are?
What?
The 2 Loser Islands today.
I don't know them.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, you're off mic right now. I mean, I can pull it up, right? It's on the Google sheet.
Throwing a strike from the loft.
Oh, nice. All
Okay.
our arms are going to hurt.
Yeah, my arm's dead already.
Throwing a strike from the loft. So if you do it, you're in. Okay, I like that. We did that. That was basically Arizona hot tub.
Yep.
Basically, Arizona cornhole. We're doing the same thing, but blitzball into a bucket.
So we're dropping balls. So we're 2 loft things. All right, that's fun. Trev,
How many people can get up there at a time? You know what I mean?
we can do players. It would have to
Yeah.
be just the players up there.
Get the weight off there. We were talking about that last night, about some of our scheduled shoots and how to make them more efficient for the editing people. Actually having sheets of what we want to shoot, and because we were talking about the boxing video that's about to come out.
Yeah.
With Canobio and Pax and Jake.
Yeah.
And instead of going in there just filming everything, having pre-planned shots to do.
That's what Mike is helping us with, and then what I'm good at. I wasn't involved in that a lot, but I'm trying to get everyone to plan way more. Taylor literally has a checklist. See this? We have this sheet of all the shorts we're gonna film. So warehouse games we're filming 5, and we have what they are kind of.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna check them off. But yeah, even when you film weddings, you have to have having a shot list. We've been trying to build those more and more.
Yeah.
Didn't you build one for lacrosse? Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes editing way easier.
Way
So
easier,
when
yeah.
we did the Amtrak video for Boston last year, me and Zach literally made an outline of 15-second intro. So then when we filmed it, we knew we had to say it under 15 seconds.
Yep.
And then we were get us walking to our seats, get us sitting in our seats, get us buying something, all the B-roll that you put in the, because you forget that stuff. Then all of a sudden you're
You're searching for it.
We're searching for a beginning and an ending and all that. Yeah. All right. People in the chat have been asking questions, Trev.
Okay.
But I guess what's your general takeaway from this Blitzball battle compared to the first floor? Which ones have you been part of?
1, 2, and 3.
And floorball.
And floorball.
Yeah.
How do I compare this one?
Yeah.
I think each time you come back, it's been upgraded a little bit now. This is new, the owner suite here, which I think is a great addition. 1, because we need a place to do shows while we're here.
Yeah.
And 2, it's just a cool thing. It's this vantage point up here is amazing. I think the bleachers have been good. One thing I'll say, I think it's going to turn out great on camera, but I'm not too stoked about it as a player.
What's that?
Standing the whole game.
Oh.
And that it happened naturally. No one said, "Hey, everyone stand all game." It was from opening day. Everyone was pumped up.
Yeah.
And then no one sat down.
Yeah.
in every game.
It looks good on camera, but it's like it's tiring.
It's exhausting.
Yeah. Me and Jake and the team we were playing were rotating. Like Jake and player from the other team, like, okay, you guys sit for a couple at bats, and then me and another guy were like, hey, let us sit. Like let your teammates sit. Like we got to play soon. It is tiring.
We had a long game. No spoilers, but we had a long game, and I felt bad for the people that were in the stands.
Long. The other thing is, with the downtime, I think it's necessary, but I also think that in between games we have way more time, and the crew's working, but as players, like, I got to sit.
Yeah.
Like, I've been seeing the couch crew that just goes to the couches and just relaxes, and I'm a little jealous because I still got to do stuff, but I was just sitting on the wooden bleachers, which aren't comfortable. Like, damn, really just gotta like relax.
Need somewhere. We need maybe like a recovery room somewhere in here with some like foam rollers, some bands. You know, this is a big event now. Got to keep my body right, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, 5 days of throwing.
I know.
Like, I need some help here. Maybe a shoulder massage from Peter.
We have the massage guns. I have mine in the charger somewhere, so we're gonna get two going.
I
don't think people know that at all because they just think it's like wiffle ball, like playing on the beach, and it's like, no, you gotta. It's tiring.
And I mean, some guys do it a lot, so their arms are accustomed to it. I don't, so I get out here and I blow it out, and then all of a sudden I can't move.
Yeah.
So that's probably my fault.
But I'm old. I do it a lot, but it's just like,
yeah.
I felt good yesterday, but after 2 days now, I'm like, whoa. Even Doyle, sometimes in our Challenger Series videos, we'll play 3 games in one day, and they're like, why is Jimmy pitching? He sucks. Like, throw Jack. And it's like, Jack gets tired.
He gets tired.
Like, he threw a lot in game 1. You guys watched that. Like, he doesn't want to pitch again.
I heard about this really quick league.
Speed Blitzball?
Yeah.
Did you see any of it? Someone was editing it the other day.
I didn't see any of it, but Joe's was complaining about it today on the car ride.
Some people are like, I hope the audience doesn't like this.
Yeah, he said, if Jimmy said, if this does well, we'll just do it again. And Joe's like, no.
The editors
are saying, don't watch it.
The editors are saying people are going to like it.
Oh, no. Sorry, Joe's.
I mean, we played 3 innings. So it was 3 games. It was 2 semifinals and then a championship. Actually, so the championship was 2 innings, so 4 innings in 11 minutes and 40 seconds. And there was like diving plays, there were strikeouts, there was ground outs, there was runs being scored. Quick pitching wasn't a thing. You just could never have 2 balls in play at once. Lou was literally grabbing a pitch, throwing, spinning a circle, and never broke his like rhythm of spinning a circle. And then it was too short. We need the videos to get to 18 minutes, so we were going to do 2 tournaments. So then we ran the second tournament and we combined it. So the first video is going to have 2 tournaments, and then we needed another one. So we were like, and it needs to be longer. So we did 3 2-inning games. And man, if you like the teams that got to the championship, it was fucking so tiring.
Joe said it was incredible. Like,
yeah, we were hurting.
Literally does not want to do it again.
Because the teams that weren't playing had to be ball pit crew, which was like a tennis ball boy, which is even more like tiring.
And like avoiding the next ball in play.
Yeah, you got the 10-second timeout, which was strict. So you go timeout, 1, 2.
Oh my gosh.
And then play again full speed. It's really funny, but yeah. And it's like, the editing is easy because you don't have to cut for time at all. You just got to switch the cameras.
Do you think...
So we're going to be doing it again.
This is more of a talking baseball question, but I it's been on my mind a lot. Like, we've been kind of championing the pitch clock.
Yeah.
And saying we think it's good. What if it's not good? Like, what do you think they do? What if it sucks?
Give a couple more seconds on it?
Do you think they'd go back and say, fuck it, like we made a mistake?
No, I was already watching snippets of the World Baseball Classic, and I was like, come on, guys.
Oh, really? See, that was different for me. I thought, I like this.
Yeah.
This looks like regular baseball to me. And
I don't notice
I'm scared.
the clock.
I'm scared, man. I'm scared that I'm like thinking it's good, but I'm trusting a lot of people in the minor leagues.
Yeah.
Because those people say it's awesome and it didn't affect like the games, and it was like once you figured it out, it was good. But like, could it be different at the big league level? Like, I'm thinking it might be.
I'm just hope everyone's open for adjustments, which they have been. They did that rule at second base and they adjusted. I hope that like if they need to expand it after the 7th in a close game, just allow it. If
I think the only thing I'm scared of is winning doesn't matter in the minor leagues. So like guys aren't gaming it in the minor leagues because they just want to like throw their pitches and like look good on the TrackMan and shit like that. But in the big leagues, like they're trying to game it because you can win a game doing that.
Yeah.
And it matters.
Trev,
I just don't want it. Yeah.
Abe says, Trev, what would your life be like if you were born 2 years later? Prime juiced ball era.
What year was that? 2019 when they had all the juice balls?
17 and 19 were juice balls,
Yeah.
I believe. 19 was the really juiced balls.
I would have liked it. I don't know. I think about that often if I still could have stuck around and played, but I just didn't like my opportunities, man. I was over it. I was tired.
Here's a behind-the-scenes question from Gintu. It's kind of this whole show is just behind the scenes. How does prep for baseball today differ from Talkin baseball? When should we expect baseball today to come back full-time? 5 days a week, I'm guessing.
I think we just sold some ads that we're doing 4 days a week, but as soon as the season starts, we'll do 5 days a week. And baseball today, the prep is way easier than Talking baseball because C-Rose, like 99% of the time, C-Rose is just sending questions.
Having an issue on AMP. Refresh. We're still live on that.
Okay. Well, I'll just
Kind of
answer
an odd
this.
shot. Or you can crop it, I guess.
Yeah, prepping for baseball today is five questions, and they're usually like pretty topical and fun. And it's talking baseball. You got to know a lot of things, a lot of different things. It makes it more difficult.
Okay, I'll tell you the weekly content report, see if you're winning anything's there, and then I'll ask you questions about
I
that.
don't think I'm winning anything.
No, Talking baseball is
Talking baseball.
This is the week of January 30th. So that's that first week of the no, I'm thinking of December 30th.
Mm-hmm.
January is always so down. And we wait for the first 30 days because that's what you sell on. So that's why it's like a month ago. Talking baseball, our favorite free agent signing, top episode, number 1. Who did that? That was just you and
Probably, I don't know.
you and Jake.
What? Like, why do those get more numbers than anything else? Like, it's
Our
the
favorite-
vague title. People like free agency. Like, I'm just curious.
Every fan base can tune in.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Will Fernando Tatis Jr. prove the doubters wrong? It's number 2. You and Jake again. And then Aaron Judge isn't done playing center field. Talking Yanks episode. Jake and Hoke. Oh, this is the week I was away. This is my vacation week. Look at Toe in the slab chart. Boom, 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 boom.
Nice.
Everything's going to start climbing up as baseball season nears, which is cool. Things you missed, the top stats that exist. Jolly, Weekly
Nice.
Dumb, number 3.
Jolly's
Jolly,
been-
number
It's
4.
been great, man.
JM Baseball Trivia. That's Jolly, too. So Jolly got 3 of the top 5 that week.
Nice.
Yeah, Jolly crushes it.
Yeah.
He's found his lane, and he's found ways to, like, spiderweb off of that. Like, he's like built the tree's been built, and now he's just growing branches that are surviving everywhere.
I'm kind of mad at his ref guest games. It feels like a game that we should have like done. Like we're all on Baseball Reference all the time, and we do that all the time.
It's fun, but I'm bad. I'm not great at it.
I'm pretty good at it.
He explained it because I'm good at the tic-tac-toe,
grid? Yeah.
and Jake is bad at that. And someone else is flipped, and Jolly was like, well, I think baseball video game players and fantasy players are great at the ref guess because you just know more names and you identify them with like their positions and their teams. And then fans of like MLB and just like paying attention to seasons and the news cycle know more of like jersey association.
Interesting.
I don't know.
When they get down into like mid 90s, early 2000s, I actually struggle with that. I'm not sure why, but like anyone after that, I'm good.
Same. After 2004 for me.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wasn't really paying attention. This is a cool slide. So at the end of these, Diversa just puts in a random stat slide that like I wouldn't have asked for, but it just shows. So the blue is how many views it gets in the first, and this is YouTube channels, in the first 30 days. And the dark blue is how many it gets after 30 days. And so JM Baseball has the best post 30-day life. That's interesting. And then Warehouse Games has good where yeah. So Talkin baseball, because it's so
every day.
And it's so current. We talk
Yes.
it gets dated really quick.
Yeah, it's
and
not
then
evergreen.
Talkin Yanks has a no lifespan.
Yeah.
Jolly has a pretty good one. Not wild.
That's how I feel about. I listen to one podcast, and if I miss a episode, I don't go back.
If you miss like a month's worth, will
Yeah.
you just start again, or are you off? Like if
I'll start again. I'll still go back to it, but I'll just do the newest episode. I won't go back and listen to the other 4. Unless there's like I feel like a good topic that I want to hear him.
Some podcasts outpaced me when they started doing every day.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd lose a couple.
And then once like in the way iTunes, if I'm like, it's like 10 back, I'm like, I guess I don't listen to this. It'd be like a shirt in my closet that you never wear. And you're like, I guess I don't wear this anymore.
Dude, don't remind me of my closet, man.
Okay.
Clean that bad boy out.
Okay. When did you join? How many employees do we have when you joined? None? 5?
Yeah,
You're with
like
Zach
3 or
and BB.
4,
That's spring training,
yeah.
right? Zach, BBD.
I think Sam was there, right? Or was Sam right after? Sam was pretty early.
She was the next year.
She was the next year?
Yeah.
I remember her in the Bronx office really early, but I guess that was a while after.
Yeah.
We didn't have an office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, if I could be what people would ask, I guess, on that part. Like, the Manhattan office now? Obviously, the warehouse wasn't in anyone's brain, but like the Manhattan office, did you think that was where we would get?
I didn't
As
even think
quick as
about
we
that.
did?
No, I didn't think about any of that, to be honest with you. I just enjoyed doing what we were doing. And I thought, this is going to be cool because I thought we were going to like travel more and like go to games and like film content like that. Like that's what I thought we were going to do.
Like a touring show.
Like a touring show and have fun. And like we were just going to do talking baseball all the time. And obviously I'm happy that, how everything's grown and how much we've grown. But I didn't think about it. I don't know. I guess did you have to like accept that you're part of these now? Like in an honest way, would you rather it stayed small and talking baseball, everyone had free time and can do that, which I don't think I ever would be able to tour with just having babies and kids and all that. Yeah, it's a lot. But now like you're doing this, you're doing ball and play in 6 weeks. Yep. Like when you travel, it's more for these big group things and playoffs and opening day streams than doing. Yeah, I like that. I love coming to New York, so this is fun for me. Like this is I'm in it. These things, like I want to play these forever. I told Teddy, you're going to be my teammate one day, so I got to keep my body in shape.
Yeah. Well, I think Vinny was 41, right? So, but at that, when you get older, like I was talking to Jake, it's like we just have to start like working out all the time.
All the time. That's how it happens, bro.
You're missing floorball? Because we're already talking about like Sam is worried about my health, my fitness. She's. Do you think paternity leave is going to be better or worse for you? That's what she asked me because I'm going to be playing right after paternity leave.
Are you gonna? I don't know. Are you gonna move at all? Are you gonna be doing stuff like at home? Do some yoga?
I think I'll be like fired up to get out of the house, but I don't. The only way I can prep for floorball is to run shuttle runs in multiple directions.
Yeah.
Like you and Nikki are in phenomenal shape, and Danucci, and you are all gassed.
Yeah,
because it's a different style.
You don't work out that way. Yeah. I'm mad I'm missing floorball. I'm doing Mauer's HOF thing in Minnesota. That's why I can't come. But
I think you're going to enjoy the ball and play league though, because there's going to be 6 other professional athletes
like that
you can like relate to. Not relate to, but like talk like cricket versus baseball. Like the conversations are exciting.
I'm very curious, and I'm excited to meet everybody there.
And then we have
like soon
6 weeks, and then we have other YouTube guys coming that are from London that are playing with us. That they have so like each team's going to have 2 cricket brains and 2 baseball brains.
Okay.
And I think is Pennick on his team.
Someone came up to me and told me that. Is Jolly playing?
Jolly's not. Jolly was on your team, but he's not anymore. Okay. And if Jolly, you, and a professional cricket player was going to be stacked, because Jolly's skill set is perfect for ball and play.
Who won ball and play last time?
Well, it was
because I've been hearing rumors that there's no banner or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get a banner for winning mini golf. Like, there's franchise series, and then there was 3 teams.
Okay, that's
You
fine.
want a banner for a 3-team tournament?
That's a good point.
That
They
was
didn't
like,
give me that context. They were just like, we didn't get a banner. We won this thing. I was like, that's fucked up. Then I didn't think about golf either.
Yeah.
You should get a banner for golf. There was a lot of fucking people playing golf.
Yeah, Luke got a portrait.
Yeah, I saw the portrait and the mini trophy, but no, okay.
Now it's franchise series are going to get banners and 1-inning league, which is a whole thing. But like, so that was like
The roulette is going to be a franchise?
1-inning league. I think there's always going to be a different spin on it.
Okay.
But the ball and play last year was like a pilot episode.
Okay.
I'm not trying to take anything away from BBD and Luke and Rohan and Rob. They beat us.
They had a great reaction. Like, everything was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rosie was upset because Jake and I didn't like change our batting order, and we were like, it's not for money. This isn't like a big one. But they played great. Like, I think they beat us pretty well. Luke and the kid Rohan just like fucking.
Yeah, why isn't Luke participating in any of this stuff?
Not content. Can't steal from Courtney's department, make him content.
Just, every once in a while.
Every once in a while. I don't know if he wants to do the on mic part of it. I don't know.
Yeah. Seems like he wants to play. He's always throwing the blitzball around.
He's good.
I know. Maybe, my partner's Rotten's gotten a little bit different.
But we're trying to...
Curious to see what we're going to do with that.
We're trying to unblur the line from... Now that we have 10 people in the office that are hired to be on camera or participate, we're trying to the only shows that blur it are like ref guests or those things. But mostly that was a big announcement. Like, we're going to... You're a production or you're on camera, and the only way we tap into non-camera is if you already have established, like Dalton was on Love Ya's before we hired him. So that'd be like Lou, he'd still be there even if he didn't work for us. And then Sam on baggage, that existed already. And every floorball team is going to have a woman on it now. So is there anyone else? Rourke, little grandfathered in. Also, Rourke he has 100,000 subscribers, so it's also do this. But yeah, they didn't get ball and play league it's also much different now because we're not playing with a blitzball.
Yeah.
It was scary as shit.
Yeah.
It was so scary and hard to defend. I think you're gonna enjoy it. I think everyone's gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be different. So we're all we all have such stakes here. Where the stakes are gonna be a little lower until we start playing, and then you want to win.
Yeah.
And it's much more of a strategy game and running and shit like that. So and no fans.
Yeah, that's a big part of it, man. The fans here have been.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing I think this year is the crowd participation's been great.
Yeah, because we've realized
exhausting. But great.
Hopefully, we get more friends and family coming over the weekend. But for cricket, the fans are so far away from them because they're in the middle of the pitch. So I feel like the crowd is never, and I'm wrong for the huge ones, but for a lot of them, you can hear the banter on the field from the cameras because they're so far away from they're not the crowd. And we have so many players that there's going to be what's 4 times 6?
24.
Minus 8.
16.
So there's going to be 16 players sitting on the top of the bleacher wall.
Okay.
Behind everyone. So that'll be the audience.
Have you been to a real cricket match?
No, I never have.
Paxton
has.
You got to go. They play them in New York, I'm sure, right?
Well, they got a minor league team. They reached out to ask if I wanted to be on the broadcast for the Major League Cricket season. It's 20 games in Dallas in July. I was like, I don't think I can.
20 games in Dallas. Is it just a tournament, a random?
Yeah, it's going to be a real league. But the first year, all the stadiums aren't open, so it's just a mini tournament. That's how all the other leagues are. They're you play 10 to 15 games, and then it's the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We got to go down and do all these short form stuff.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Sorry, Ampers, that this shit
Sorry,
out.
Guys. Yeah.
Bye.